shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Carr right away going to look to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
It was a nice strong snap. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, they have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They run for the 1st time with Ty Chandler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 3. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
To throw, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's Carr to throw.
Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Raiders at 4-5, a game under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right?
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Carr now on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Carr now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw his Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit for the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More quickly, take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try to get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Cook again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now back to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
It's now down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Cook up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr to throw again.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7.
Now Carr.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best he could while completing the play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
He'll take this to the 46.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing his car on third down.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now Carr again. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Now Carr.
And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys